Today I want to share a little bit about a tool I'm using that you all may or may not know, depending on if you started doing printing like me. And I did not know about this tool. My daughter did, because she was designing some stuff about a year ago, and I started using the printer. I said, hey, how do you make those? Because I tried to use RealCAD software, which is Fusion down here, and the only reason I have Fusion software is because she's a student in high school, and so she gets the student rate. Otherwise, I'd have to spend $1,000 for Autodesk Fusion. And I found out that Autodesk Fusion is very serious software. So if you don't know how to do CAD, you'll probably take a good year to learn it, and I don't have a year to wait. So I asked her, "Hey, I'm using Fusion. How did you learn Fusion so fast?" And she said, and she didn't say anything. Like she was gonna let me be stupid, daddy, right? And you're dumb, dad. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I know it all, right? So she's like she's giving me a hard time, right? And so finally, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I showed her how to do something in Final Cut Pro, and she traded me some information finally and told me, "Oh, I use TinkerCAD, which is this right here." And then finally, I understood where she was doing her stuff. I'm like, "Where is your stuff?" Because I'm like, "There's no way you learned Fusion that quick. There's just no way." So she didn't. She used this thing, and this thing's very easy to use. It's a little frustrating, but I want to show you. The first thing we're gonna do is and you've probably seen tutorials out there for this as well, but I want to show you my way. So, anyways, what I want to do is I want to cut out a hole in this object for whatever reason. If I'm designing something, first of all, when you resize an object, hold on Option to keep it. In this case, not Option. Hold on Control. Well, that's not working either. What's going on? Let's try this again. Here, hold on Shift will keep it uniform this way. I know that holding on Option or Control. I think Option will. Yeah, Option will. It was working for me before, not anymore. Option. Huh. See, I don't want to do this because now it's like, sometimes you do want to do that, sometimes you don't. I like to resize things. I don't know. It's not working for some reason. Only Shift's working right now. I was using Option before. I think I had this right here, and I was using Option. So if I do Option on this guy, that's still not working. Weird. Okay. Maybe. Oh, I think you have to do the sides. For Option, I believe. I think what I wanted to do is I wanted both sides to increase at the same time. I didn't want to do this, right? So holding on Option will make sure you're evenly changing both sides at the same time. That's what Option will do for you. Now, just like in most programs, Select will resize something and keep its perspective. It'll keep it uniform as you resize it. Same thing in Photoshop. Same thing in Photoshop. Any other programs are the same thing, right? So you get the same thing here. I want to. One of the frustrating things about this is I can't change the work plane. I can't move it around. Like I can't in other CAD programs you can usually move the plane around by holding Option or holding Command down. I can't do that here. So you have to end up zooming in. You move your mouse cursor where you want to zoom in to kind of move around that way. Which is just, eventually you'll get to a point where your object's like way off the screen, and you're like, well, I can't move the plane back over. I have to go back up here and hit this, which is okay, but then I have to zoom back in again. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's a play toy, right? It's enough to allow people like me who are new to CAD to design something, and that's about it. So, yeah. So let's go back to what we're gonna do. We have I want to create basically, here, I'll just show you. Let's just do it. I'm going to extrude this down, make it really thin, and see how I can't move the plane. I want to move the plane up. I want to move it up here, but I can't do that. See, now so what you have to do is you have to move your cursor in, and that's kind of how you get where you want, but I still want the plane up. I want to move the plane up, even in a Roblox Studio, you can do that, Design Studio. you can move the plane around. I just can't do it in this program, which is odd. Coming from Autodesk, you think that Autodesk would actually understand that this is important, but I don't know. They don't care. So, anyways, unless you know how to do it, let me know. But here we have a nice wafer. I call it wafer. So we get a wafer, and we want to punch a hole in this wafer, right? So I'm going to copy, paste. I'm going to line these up perfectly. It looks like it's perfect to me. And now I'm going to just make this smaller so that I can sketch out a hole. So I'm going to hold down Shift, go to the corner, and it's not actually aligned properly. So let's make sure this is, it looks like it is. Yeah, I don't know, it is. So let's try this again. So let's try Option. Oh, no, Option does not do what I want. It keeps moving around on me. I don't know why, how come I can't do a... I want all sides of it to move with it. Like, I want all sides of the, well, there's no sides in the circle, but I want the entire circle to resize evenly, and it's not doing that. It's still, even if I push down Shift on this, it's not, why is it not doing that? Let's try this again. Weird. So I'm learning real time in here, right? So you're seeing me make mistakes and figure things out right now in real time too. But, so why can't I, that's another question I have. Why can't I resize this thing? I've tried Option, let's try Command. I'm gonna Mac. Yeah, see, it's not really, I don't know how to do, I can't do that, can you, in here? Is that, oh. Is it doing it? Let's go back. Let's go back to the top view. Let's do it from like this. Let's undo that. Now let's try this again. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. So let's do Shift. No, it's not Shift. Let's do Shift here. Nope. Let's do Control here. Nope. Let's do Option here. It does the top and bottom, but doesn't do left and right. Okay. I still can't get it. So I guess there's no way to do like the entire circle. I want it to come in like this. Like, I want you to just stay where you are and move in. I guess I can't do that. So anyways, well, I thought I had done that before, but maybe not. So this is dumb. I mean, I can just do this. You know, it's stupid though, but I guess I'll do it. So there we go. Now, this is what's going to be the rim I'm creating, the outline. So when I punch a hole in there, this is what's going to be left. So let's do it now. So we have this. We have two circles. One's a solid in the bottom. The top one's a solid, but I want to punch a hole in it. Okay? So now the top one's going to punch a hole in the bottom one. And to do that, you have to, now that I have told that the top needs to punch a hole, it needs to be a hole kind of object, you have to group it. And once you group it, it'll punch the hole. So to group it, just go like this. Now they're both selected. Oh shit. They're both selected. You just can't tell, but they are. You see bottom selected, top selected, right? And it does some weird crap like this. I don't know why. But we're going to group it, and it's going to merge them together. It's going to merge the hole into the solid, right? When that's just going to produce a hole in the solid, right? So, boom. There you go. No, I mean, there's tutorials that tell you the exact same thing out there. I just want to tell you a little bit more than just that. So, hopefully this helps you, and things that if you can tell me how to move this work plane, I would love to know how to do that. So if you can tell me how to do that, please in the comments let me know. Thank you.